So here you go. This is Filipino Joe's fried bread, pigs in a blanket. So it's pretty simple actually, but the easiest thing you could ever do. Now I should have came prepared with everything. I had my water out there and everything, but I do have my son Simon that is going to be prepared to get me some water out of the refrigerator. Right, Simon?
Yes.
Okay, go get me the water. Okay. Warm's fine. So, generally warm water will do. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna find that. Just give me that water. That's fine. Okay? So here's my assistant, long-time assistant. He's a very good cook. Yeah, so you're gonna show yourself. Say hello.
Lapa.
Okay, very good. So, take this. We're gonna get the cup, right? Okay. Right about that. So that's about a cup. Okay. So we're gonna pour that right here, right? And this is like one of the easiest recipes ever, and make your kids happy, make everybody around you happy. You know, that's the fun of life. So then take this, and we're gonna do about. We're gonna do 2 cups. 2 cups. What do you say? Yes. Why are we not getting the 2 cups? Huh? What do you mean there's 2? Are you sure? Okay, so it's 1 cup to 2 cups. So, like that. Alright. And sometimes, some people, they'll add a couple of eggs to the same, but I'm not going to do that. I'm cool. I'm just going to do the flour and then go, let's see, we need a little bit more flour here, I think. So, let's just hope we got this right. 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, so back. I needed one of these. So anyway, we're just gonna take this, right? And we're gonna mix it up. No, we don't need a wallop. No wallop for this recipe, guaranteed. Okay. So, the main thing is to get a nice consistency, right? And we're not there yet. So it takes a little bit, just stir it around. And if it's a little bit sticky, that's quite normal. So, once we get all the flour in there, and we realize maybe we need just a little bit more water, but you gotta be really, really careful with this recipe because it is sticky. You know what sticky is? Are you a sticky guy?
Yes.
Do they call you the sticky finger cookie man? They do? The cookies? No, today is fried bread day, not cookie day.
Tomorrow is cookie day.
Well, we have plenty of YouTube fans out there, right? Maybe we should have did it like this. It would have made a difference. See, now my partner's here. Alright. Anyway. Kind of difficult because, you know, everybody else, they just show, oh, you did this. It takes, so we're 5 minutes into this. Okay? So just trying to show that it's really sticky at first, and then the nice thing about it though is when you cook it, it's quite fast. So that's a good one. So we're just gonna knead this a little bit, right? So just like that, knead. Okay, I lost my assistant. You know, assistants are very, very hard to come by. Especially 6-year-olds. Took 9 months to make them. My wife is a very good one. If I was carrying somebody for 9 months, oh my gosh. Okay, so some of you, anybody copying my fried bread out there, right? Which is just 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of water. That's it. So it's possibly the easiest thing in the world to make. The only problem, it's very sticky. And it's a bit messy. Because I'm messy. I kind of like messy. I've got my holder there.
Me too.
Are you messy too? Well, I think you're required to be messy, right?
I'm making juice.
You're making juice? I don't think you're making juice. I think you'll be making a mess. So, as you can see, if you don't like sticky, you can put a little bit more flour. Just try to get all the corners and everything. But, you know, we don't want to waste anything. I mean, especially for my counterparts in the Philippines, right? And this can feed a bunch of people. So, today, normally I just do, when I do this, it's just it's just a normal flat fried bread. But today what I'd like to try to do, because I grew up with this, and I grew up with what are called pigs in a blanket. So, little hot dogs, right? And these little hot dogs, right, they're tender juicy, right? So it's a Filipino brand that we have here, and it's quite good. So you just need to, if you're in the Philippines, you'll know that you need to take the wrappers off, of course. You know, of course, I'm sure there's been many foreigners that came here for the first time and did not realize to take the wrapper off. So, and I just happened to get lucky. That's what I was really lucky that I actually looked, because if I wouldn't have looked, oh, it would have been double trouble. So I'm not gonna cook the hot dogs, because cooking hot dogs is kind of a normal thing here and anywhere. I mean, it's just an easy thing. So what we figured out with this fried bread is we want to get it as thin as possible. So the thinner, the better. And the reason is that is, yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of a chewy to it, right? But it's a lot nicer kind of when it's got that like crisp feeling, right? And then whatever you're biting into. So for us, it'll be like I said, the pigs in the blanket, hot dogs with cheese. And yes, you could, you know, if you're vegan or something like that, you know, add whatever you want to this. Fried bread is quick cooking, so even if it's something that's a little bit juicy, you can. I think it's quite fair to say that it's very possible. So I try not to make it too. I try to make sure that get rid of the stickiness. I don't like the stickiness. Maybe if you prefer stickiness, I don't know the difference, but it just makes it hard to work with. Okay. See, this is what happens. No, you can't do that. Hey! No! Why'd you do that? See, here's the tender juicy. This is what happens when you have a 6-year-old assistant. They want to play. That's what 6-year-olds do, right? I mean, that's That's what I did when I was 6 years old. Okay, don't play with anything and don't put a hot dog in the tea, okay? Alright? Okay, you talk with the people there. Okay, so we got our roller out, and we want to get this just as thin as possible.
We're going to make donuts.
Donuts? What is with you? Donuts, cookies? Why all the sugar items?
I like to laugh.
We know why. Because you're 6. That's the way it works. You know, when I was sick, that's what I wanted. Right? You don't know that because you weren't alive. So anyway, for you guys that don't know, this is the Big Simon. He's my assistant. He's not a very good assistant, but most of the time he stays out of trouble, and I'm quite happy with that. Especially when you're trying to make something. So, how do we say cook in Tagalog?
Cooking.
Cooking? That's Tagalog? Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know somebody that's gonna watch this video, right? Knows Tagalog. You know that, right? Okay. So the plan is, and this is my first time trying this, so this is just. I am not a professional cook. Just in case anybody says I'm a professional cook or something like that, I am not. And I just want everybody to know that. So that I saw here, but I don't see her. Okay, so I got a hole, so that's good in a way because that means I'm really thinned out here, and I want to be thin. So on to cook the hot dogs, and then I'll be right back.